Take 10. Hi, everyone. Welcome to the week. This is a busy week, but I think a really good one. We wrapped up last week by turning in the story of a student writer, and I just started reading yesterday. I'll be reading them all week and in through the weekend. So you will hear from me within the next 3 to 4 or 5 days. But they're really cool. I got to read a number in the draft state, and I'm really fascinated. I think whenever we talk with students about how they write and their process, it's part of teaching that we often don't get time to do. So it's a lot of fun to read these, and I hope that you found them very illuminating to take on these interviews and to read. This week we start off by taking a look at those, and I'm going to ask you to read a couple. Certainly browse people's work, but read a couple and ask yourself sort of the big questions. What does the student story raise for you for questions? What's left unanswered? How does it somehow talk to you about teaching writing and the art of writing itself? And jump into one of the first forums of the week, which is really talking about those questions. We're sort of using this as the text for the week in a way, to kind of get talking about what it means to teach writing and what sort of the impact of our decisions as teachers are. So that's the start. This week is about looking at writing beyond the classroom in a way. Though really, most of our work inevitably starts and much of it stays in the classroom. But it's looking at writing that does work, that does something beyond the essay in school, the memoir that stays in the student's portfolio and doesn't really go far. So what I'm asking you to do is to take a look at some links. Please find links that aren't posted here. I've just really gathered a few. And talk about what does writing look like when it does something beyond the classroom. For some, it's participating in things like National Novel Writing Month in November. For others, it is that student who writes fan fiction. For some of us, it's service learning, and it's writing that actually hopefully does something in some way. Share your story, share your link, find something new, raise questions or concerns. Anything and everything is good. It's a big roundtable discussion, and please take part. I'm going to try not to shake my table that my camera's on. I've posted some links to get you going and browse, challenge yourself with some of them, and definitely come back with some of your own. Toward the very end of the week, I will open up a list of links sort of to gear us up for the following week. You don't have to worry about those. In fact, I might even send out a notice that those links will open in the following week. I just don't want to make things too heavy in one week. Please, if you haven't already, contact someone in the class, 1 or 2 people, to be a writing partner, just someone to bounce ideas off as you work on that portfolio piece. That piece of writing can be really anything. It could be a chapter of a book you'd like to write. It could be an op-ed piece. I talked with one student about a possibility. It could be a proposal for a doctoral thesis if you're thinking about that. Or it could be a poem that you really want to work on. The goal is to find some piece of writing you'd like to work with and just really develop it, really revise it and revise it until you get to that point where you could hand it to someone and seek publication or, submit it for publication or review or something like that, or even, something in your local paper. It can be anything, and it has in the past for students, from proposals for their school board to papers that they'd like to present at a conference. So the world is yours with what you do with that. It can be as small as a poem you're going to craft intensely to gosh, a 20-page opening chapter to your great novel. But the point of this week is to hopefully find someone you're interested in working with, start carving out that time to do some of that kind of writing, and time will go very quickly. So we want to jump in. We're going into April. Friday, amazingly. My students are all shocked that we're into fourth quarter, but like you, the year is going right along. We have two book conversations. Carrie is looking at the art of memoir, and Brooke is looking at crafting digital writing. So just like last week, please select one of these two folks. It can be a hard decision because these are both great books and are going to be good conversations. But join in one, take part in the conversation, and try to keep coming back through the week so that there's some thread of continuity. As always, please post questions or concerns in the forum, or drop me a line directly. I am always glad to look at work in progress and to give feedback, and I really love doing that. So don't at all feel like that's an imposition. So please jump into that. I think that's it for right now. But I hope all's going well, and we'll see you in the class. Bye.